Hello, welcome back. I'm standing here in a bus stop in Centenary Way in Mill Park. What's important about this bus stop, it's only a very short stroll from my latest purchase. My latest purchase was an auction on the weekend, but let me tell you the story. The story was this New South Wales couple made contact with property buyer about 4 weeks ago. And within the first week, we bought a property in Pascoe Vale South. The property was way below the median. I was really excited for them. We secured contracts, duly signed contracts, deposit paid, subject to a no major defects building report. And unfortunately, the report found, the inspector found that there was a gap in the ridge beam in the roof, which meant that potentially that could cause problems moving forward. We exercised our right to walk away from the contract and to rescind the contract using the no major defects building condition report. And there were a number of major defects, to say the least. And since then, we've been a little bit unlucky. We've spent 3 weeks looking at probably over 40 properties. I've personally attended over 15 auctions. And what we found is that many of these auctions were outbidded. So we recently increased our search, increased the number of shortlisted properties. And we had a situation on the weekend where we had 4 auctions at the same time. And my client and I sat there and worked out, well, which one was I going to attend at 2 o'clock? And fortunately, I attended an auction at 2 Hoddle Street, or 2 Hoddle Court, I'm sorry. This particular property has some of the most magnificent gardens. It's one of the best kept properties I've ever seen. It's a single owner who's never sold the property. The builders were Kilkenny builders. The quality is just magnificent. Internally, bathroom's not renovated, but everything else is in pretty good condition. And it's been with the same owner since the mid 80s. It's a three bedroom, 2-bedroom home, and the beauty about this street, apart from the fact that it's walking distance from the bus stop, there are properties in the street that have sold for over $1 million. On the weekend there were 2 bidders. Those 2 bidders, the property got passed in, and subsequently the 2 bidders went in to try and negotiate a price with the owner. We were fortunate that we came in at the end and we managed to secure this property. So it's just a great property. It's on a slab. It's got a little gable roof there, and you can see the roof's been sliced off the top. Kilkenny builders are renowned for their quality, and they've done a great job here. And the gardens are just absolutely magnificent. You can see here, just on the driveway, they've been very well maintained. Look at the hedge. And this property will be managed by a local property manager. It's secured by this New South Wales couple, and I'm hoping that they're going to get a lot of joy from it. And the beauty is it's sitting on a fairly large block in the around about 680 square metres, so potentially it may be a dual oxide in the future should the owner wish to go down that path. But it also sits in a very good growth area, where the surrounding suburbs have grown quite significantly in the last 12 months. Hello, welcome back. I'm just sitting here at University Hill, Uni Hill, DFO, and I'm just thinking about the area here in Mill Park, not too far from my latest purchase in Mill Park. And the area grew quite significantly in the 80s. And I remember conducting lots and lots of valuations in the late 90s. What I've noticed, particularly in the last 12 months, the new freeway connecting Watsonia to Bulleen has really given the area around Watsonia a significant growth. In fact, areas like Watsonia and McLeod and Greensborough, through to Bundoora and Mill Park, they've shown anywhere between 5 and 10% growth just in the last 12 months, and that will continue given the infrastructure. They're so close to buses, trams, trains, universities, freeways. etc. So the beauty with the north is it's so accessible, right? And it doesn't have the benefit of water such as the southern suburbs, but it has the benefit of convenience and accessibility. Sure, there's problems with Plenty Road, the traffic's quite horrendous, but that just means the state government's probably going to spend a lot of money improving that road network and making it a lot more convenient. But the northern suburbs are very much a growth area. I mean, there's so many different pockets of Melbourne that are great growth areas, but certainly for a lot of my clients who are investors, especially investors interstate, the northern suburbs are just represent really good value, both from the point of view of growth. The yields are okay, but also there's a lot of potential in being able to develop these sites. The property that I just bought is around 680 square metres, and it represents a possible dual occupancy in the future. Not that the owner will be looking at that in the short term because the property is in such good condition, but that's the upside that you have.